Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Speakology 2.0. I'm Alex, and today we are going to talk about something that every English learner experiences at some point. We are going to discuss common beginner mistakes in English conversation and how to fix them easily.
Hi everyone, I'm Ryan. If you are a beginner, don't worry about making mistakes. Mistakes are a natural part of learning. However, when you understand your mistakes clearly, you can improve much faster and feel more confident in daily conversations.
Let's start with a very common mistake in the present simple tense. Many beginners forget to add s to the verb when talking about he, she, or it.
For example, some learners say, he go to school every day. That sentence is incorrect because in the present simple tense, we must add s to the verb with he, she, or it.
The correct sentence is, he goes to school every day. The same rule applies to she and it.
For example, she works in a bank and it rains a lot in April. This small s is very important, and without it, your sentence sounds incomplete.
Another common mistake is mixing up am, is, and are. These words are forms of the verb to be, and each one matches a specific subject.
For example, some learners say, she am happy. That sentence is incorrect because am is only used with I.
The correct sentence is she is happy. We say I am, you are, he is, she is, and they are.
Here is a short conversation to make it clearer.
I am tired today because I did not sleep well.
She is tired too because she worked late last night.
We are all tired, so maybe we should take a short break.
This is a very common mistake for beginners. In many languages, people say something like, I have 25 years, but in English, that is incorrect.
In English, we use the verb to be when talking about age. So we say, I am 25 years old.
We do not say, I have 25 years. That sounds strange in English conversation.
Here's an example dialogue.
How old are you?
I am 30 years old. My sister is 28 years old.
That's great. Age is just a number, but good grammar is important.
Many beginners forget to use articles like a, an, and the. They might say, I bought car yesterday.
The correct sentence is, I bought a car yesterday. We need a before car because it is a singular countable noun.
Another example is, she is teacher. The correct version is, she is a teacher.
Articles may seem small, but they make a big difference in natural English conversation.
Prepositions are small words like in, on, at, for, and to. Many beginners use the wrong preposition because prepositions are different in every language.
For example, some learners say, I am married with her. That is incorrect in English.
The correct sentence is, I am married to her. We use to after married.
Another common mistake is saying, I listen music. That is incomplete.
The correct sentence is, I listen to music. The verb listen is usually followed by to.
Many beginners say, I very like this movie. That sentence is not correct in English grammar.
In English, we say, I like this movie very much. The position of very much is at the end of the sentence.
You can also say, I really like this movie. That sounds very natural in conversation.
One big reason for mistakes is direct translation. Learners often think in their native language and then translate word for word into English.
But English structure may be different. For example, in some languages, people say something like, open the light.
In English, we say, turn on the light. We do not say, open the light.
Here is a small conversation. It's dark in here. Can you turn on the light?
Yes, I will turn on the light now.
Many beginners mix up say and tell. They might say, he said me the truth.
That sentence is incorrect. We say, he told me the truth. We use tell when there is an object, like me.
We say, he said something interesting, but he told me something interesting. The difference is small, but it is important in conversation.
Some beginners say, I don't know nothing. That sentence has two negatives, which is incorrect in standard English.
The correct sentence is, I don't know anything. We use anything after a negative verb.
Another example is, she doesn't have any money. That is correct.
Sometimes beginners add do where it is not needed. For example, they say, I do go to school every day when they simply want to say a normal statement.
The correct simple sentence is, I go to school every day. We use do mainly for questions and negatives.
For example, do you go to school every day? And I do not go to school on Sunday.
Let's create a longer conversation and correct common beginner mistakes naturally. Hi, Ryan. Where you work?
That sentence is missing an auxiliary verb. The correct question is, where do you work?
Oh, yes, sorry. Where do you work?
I work in a small company near my house. It is a marketing company.
That sounds nice. How long you work there?
Again, we need do. The correct question is, how long do you work there? But even better English would be, how long have you worked there?
I understand. English grammar can be tricky, but practice helps a lot.
Yes, and the more you speak, the more natural it becomes.
Many beginners forget to change word order in questions. They say, you are happy instead of, are you happy?
In English yes-no questions, we usually change the order of the subject and the verb.
For example, she is ready becomes, is she ready? You are busy becomes, are you busy?
Beginners often use very too much. They say, I am very tired, very hungry, very busy, very happy.
It is not wrong, but it sounds repetitive. You can use stronger words like exhausted, starving, or thrilled.
For example, instead of saying, I am very tired, you can say, I'm exhausted. That sounds more natural and advanced.
If you make these mistakes, do not feel embarrassed. Every English learner makes them.
Even native speakers sometimes make grammar mistakes in casual conversation. The important thing is to keep learning and improving step by step.
When you notice a mistake, correct it and continue speaking. Confidence is just as important as grammar. One of the most common vocabulary mistakes is confusing make and do. Many learners are not sure when to use each verb.
For example, some beginners say, I did a mistake. That is incorrect in English.
The correct sentence is, I made a mistake. We use make with things we create or produce.
We say make a cake, make a plan, and make a decision. On the other hand, we use do with activities or tasks.
For example, do homework, do the dishes, and do exercise. Here's a short conversation.
I made a mistake in my English test.
That's okay. Just do your homework carefully next time and you will improve.
Another common mistake is treating people as singular. Some beginners say people is friendly here.
That is incorrect because people is a plural noun. The correct sentence is people are friendly here.
Even though people sounds like one word, it represents many individuals, so we must use are.
For example, many people are waiting outside, and people are excited about the festival.
Many beginners say more better or more easier. This is incorrect because better and easier are already comparative forms.
The correct sentences are, this book is better, and English is easier than before. We do not need to add more because the word already shows comparison.
Now let's talk about since and for. These words are often confused in conversations about time.
We use for to talk about a period of time. For example, I have lived here for 5 years.
We use since to talk about a starting point. For example, I have lived here since 2021.
Here is a conversation example.
How long have you studied English?
I have studied English for 3 years. I started learning English in 2021.
The second sentence should be corrected to, I started learning English in 2021, or I have been learning English since 2021.
Pronunciation mistakes are very common for beginners. Many English words have silent letters.
For example, in the word knife, the K is silent. We pronounce it as knife.
In the word honest, the H is silent. We say honest, not honest, with a strong H.
Here is a short example in conversation. She is an honest person.
I agree. She always tells the truth.
Some beginners use the present continuous tense too often. They say things like, I am knowing the answer.
That sentence is incorrect because know is a stative verb. We usually say, I know the answer.
Another example is, I am liking this song. The correct sentence is, I like this song.
Stative verbs like know, like, love, believe, and understand usually do not use ing in normal situations.
We talked about overusing very in part 1, but there is another related mistake. Some beginners say, I am very afraid.
It is better to say I am afraid or I am very scared. The word afraid already expresses a strong feeling.
Another example is very perfect. That is incorrect because perfect already means 100%.
We should simply say, it is perfect.
This is a common mistake in daily conversation. Some learners say, "Can you borrow me your pen?"
That sentence is incorrect. The correct version is, can you lend me your pen? Or, can I borrow your pen?
Borrow means you take something from someone. Lend means you give something to someone temporarily.
Here's an example dialogue.
I forgot my notebook. Can I borrow yours?
Sure, I can lend it to you for today.
Beginners sometimes make mistakes with irregular plurals. For example, they say childs instead of children.
The correct plural forms are children, men, women, feet, and teeth.
For example, the children are playing in the park, and my feet are tired.
Many beginners mix up there is and it is. They might say, it is a book on the table.
The correct sentence is, there is a book on the table. We use there is to show that something exists.
We use it is to describe something specific. For example, it is an interesting book.
Now let's practice a longer conversation and include some common mistakes, then correct them naturally.
Hi, Ryan. I am knowing you from 5 years.
The correct sentence is, I have known you for 5 years. We use present perfect for something that started in the past and continues now.
Oh, yes. I always confuse that. English grammar is becoming more easier for me.
We don't say more easier. The correct sentence is, English grammar is becoming easier for me.
That's good. Yesterday, I did a big mistake in my presentation.
You should say, I made a big mistake in my presentation.
Yes, I was very nervous. Many people was watching me.
Since people is plural, we say many people were watching me.
I understand now. I will practice more and do less mistakes.
The correct phrase is, make fewer mistakes. You're improving step by step.
Making mistakes is normal, but correcting them is powerful. Every correction helps you grow.
If you're afraid of speaking because of mistakes, remember that communication is more important than perfection. Even if your grammar is not perfect, people can still understand you.
Confidence comes from practice. The more you speak, the more natural your English will become.
Let's give some simple tips.
First, listen carefully to native speakers. Notice how they form questions and use verbs.
Second, read simple English books and articles. This helps you see correct grammar in context.
Third, practice speaking every day, even if it's just for 10 minutes.
Fourth, do not translate directly from your native language. Try to think in English.
Let's finish with a clean and correct conversation to show how natural English sounds.
Hi, Alex. How long have you been learning English?
I have been learning English for 3 years. I started studying seriously in 2023.
That's great. Your English sounds much better now.
Thank you. I made many mistakes before, but I learned from them.
That's the best way to improve. People are not perfect, but practice makes progress.
I agree. I feel more confident when I speak now.
Today we talked about many common beginner mistakes in English conversation. We covered grammar mistakes, vocabulary confusion, pronunciation problems, and sentence structure errors.
Remember, mistakes are not failures. They are signs that you are learning something new.
Keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep improving step by step.
Thank you for watching English Speakology 2.0.
We will see you in the next lesson. Stay confident and keep learning English every day.